What's going on, guys? I'm Dylan Devine alongside Anthony, Reese, and Mike, and today we'll be here discussing conference tournament picks along with our March Madness final predictions as well.
Woo! Not even transitioning to cut it out. So, to start off the video, our first conference of the video makes me really happy. It's the Big Ten.
The Nebraska Cornhuskers. They are an underdog team. They started 20-0. Nobody saw them coming at the start of the year. They're top 10 in the rankings.
Look, I'll say Big Ten's a really strong conference. I'm Michigan State through and through because you always got a chance with Izzo. They did lose earlier this season, but it was just a poor performance shooting. If Izzo can get his guys hitting the three ball, it's game over. But anyways, we're going to move it on to the next conference.
Heading over now to the SEC conference. As you can see, 4 different teams picked. I'm a little confused at Anthony's Auburn pick, but I could be wrong. Reese, explain Alabama for us.
Well, Alabama, they're the past few years, they've actually been a pretty good program in basketball, shockingly, and they've kind of turned their program around. And I don't know, they did well last year. They've had a good season. I think they're going to do well.
Yeah, I mean, my pick for Florida, Florida had a resurgence the second half of the year. They played a little sloppy beginning of the first half, but the second half, they're really proving why they were the national champions and why they're defending their title. The SEC is filled with a lot of money, and these Florida Gators know how to play ball. I'm more interested to see how Anthony's Auburn pick shapes out for this tournament.
So to move on to the ACC, I chose Duke because, well, do I really need to explain myself? A powerful team, powerful program. They always do well in March Madness tournament, and I honestly think they're going to succeed in the ACC tournament. They're just going to kick butt.
Well, you know, my mom always told me when I was a young boy that I was a little different, and I decided to continue that trend today. Hurricanes actually having a good season this year, and Cameron Boozer, not better than Cooper Flagg, so they're not going to go that far in March. But, you know, I'm going Miami.
Heading now over to the Big East Conference. A lot of interesting picks here. Let's start with you, Mike. Why are the UConn Huskies going to win this tournament?
UConn is just a basketball dynasty in the NCAA.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last year with Anthony and Pollard. I think the Villanova Wildcats are going to pull off some miraculous upset and win the Big East tournament. Listen, Kevin Willard took this program in his first season above 500, won over 20 games, and they're going to make a big splash in this tournament this year. Hopefully, after losing Matt Hodge to an ACL tear, they're able to bounce back and play a pretty successful tournament and playing in their first NCAA tournament since 2021 and 2022.
All right, so now we're on to the Big 12. And Reese, you went with Texas Tech. Why did you do that?
Yeah, well, they're a good team. They actually beat Arizona this year, who is they've only lost twice. And I honestly think they're going to succeed and to be very strong in the tournament.
Yeah, and I chose Arizona because, as you said, they only lost twice. They got the strong, front court, the centers. They get rebounds. They're very physical, so.
Finally, now we're here to the national championship picks. Anthony, your shirt says Miami, but it looks like you're going green.
If you have been following HSN for long enough, you will know that I always believe in Izzo. You always have a chance with Izzo. You know, homegrown team. You just got to respect it, and he always got a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the rival. I'm gonna go for Michigan. I think what sealed the deal for me with Michigan was beginning of the season when they were in Vegas for their tournament. And they averaged 36 points in that tournament. That's just pure dominance.
Yeah, I got Duke. Cam Boozer is just a beast down low, outside. He can shoot 3 sometimes. They're just going to overpower you and get it done.
Reese, what do you have for us?
Well, I chose Arizona because they're a powerhouse team, a good program. They've only lost twice this season. They're ranked up high. I mean, they all are, but I honestly think they're going to do really well throughout the tournament.
That's going to do it from us here inside the studio today. We had some pretty interesting picks overall, but now let's hand it off to Jason and his friends talking about some NHL hockey. Take care, guys.